We are packed in our car for another day. Today is
Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th, and we chose to go on an overlook hanging out over the Grand Canyon. Was that smart?
Yeah, after the year we've had, I don't know that this is the best choice, but hey, you know what? This is one of those bucket list things, and
If you see Florida man
falls into the Grand
Canyon, then you'll know it was us. Florida man's a big joke, apparently. We're learning as we're moving to Florida, we're learning all these things about crazy Florida. So there's a lot of headlines called Florida man, and then it goes off with some weird thing. So we're getting ready to have a great time today. It should be fun. Our car is packed as it can be, and we are heading out.
All right, road trip. This is the banks going across USA. Started in Half Moon Bay, went to Sacramento, had to take care of family things and take care of a lot of business, and then headed to Las Vegas. You know what? That was like a 10-hour drive. Geez, it doesn't look that long. Anyway, today we head to the Grand Canyon and going towards Gallup, New Mexico. That's our next stop overnight, and heading east.
All right, here we are. We are on the edge of the Grand Canyon. It's pretty cool. And sadly, we had to leave Waffles in a kennel.
Oh, don't tell them that.
I know, it's so sad. So sad.
Go by.
But we're going to see this. We're going to see it from
The Skywalk.
that Skywalk right there.
Glass, out over glass.
Yeah, so let's go. Let's check that out. Okay, so we went on the Skywalk, and it actually is pretty cool. They make you put on some foot covering so you don't scratch up the glass. Clearly people didn't do that for a while because the glass is pretty scratched up. But nonetheless, it was cool. But now, at the risk of sounding like I'm whining or complaining, because I don't mean to, but I do want to inform you so that if you come here, you can have your expectations set better than mine. This is a tourist trap. I mean, the ultimate tourist trap. You get out there, we bought our ticket online, we didn't see anything that said it's likely there. I will admit that I may have missed it. I was on my phone, I was just buying tickets. I didn't see any alerts that said no pets allowed, so we had to pay $25 to put Waffles in a kennel. Then we get out here, the tickets they say are $62 per person, starting at. They don't tell us what the differences are along the way. To check out, it was $85. I have no idea why. Even one of the workers here said it's some surge pricing they started. They don't explain to you at all why. It just happens, and so you have to pay it. So then you get here, and we get ready to walk out on the trail and to go onto the Skywalk, and they say no cell phones, no cameras, no personal items of any kind out there. Perhaps it's for a risk of it falling over the edge. I don't know. But I feel like you get out there, they've got 10 photographers charging you $25 per photo. So you don't even get to take any pictures. Then the lady who was working here made a point of saying, but the best pictures are at another point down where it's totally free and you can walk right up to the edge. And I'm thinking, but I wanted to take pictures of the Skywalk. And if the better views are somewhere else, then why did they put the Skywalk here? Okay, that's sounding like complaining, isn't it? In any case, if you're considering coming here, know that in advance. The Skywalk is cool. It totally is cool. But it's not the price you think it's going to be because they nickel and dime you all along the way. And you don't get to take your own photos. So that's kind of sad. Oh well, moving on.
Okay, so we're just leaving the Skywalk, and I have heard about this for years since it opened, and it seemed fascinating. To get to this place, you turn off a lovely freeway, and it's about, I want to say, an hour and a half out of Las Vegas. You turn off onto a two-lane road that is just, you think you are lost. It's just 41 miles. Is that right?
I think it was
51.
59. It was a long ways.
It
Sometimes
is
at 35
a heck
miles
of a
an hour.
drive, way out of the way, through the scrub, through where you think you may never be found again. I mean, it is off the beaten path. We get all the way out here, and the parking security guy, check-in guy, informs us that we can't have our dog, that we have to kennel our dog, and we have to pay for kenneling our dog. Waffles has never been kenneled before. We have always kept her with someone we know who loves her and cares for her. This was a hard choice. We've already paid $160 plus, and we're now having to make this choice. The whole kind of outfit is kind of geared like a tourist trap. You're stuck out here. What do? We ended up kenneling Waffles because, you know, it seemed to be clean and it seemed to be safe, but mother's guilt, you know, the whole time. Then we get on the little bus, and I'm not even gonna lie, I was panicking the whole time because, as you know, I have mobility issues, not knowing what the situation was gonna be when we got off the bus. How far would I have to walk? Would it be on an uneven surface? Was I gonna fall? You know, all of that. And, you know, it's one thing to fall at Disney World. It's a whole nother thing to fall off the cliff at the, you know, Grand Canyon. So, I was relieved when I got there to see that it really wasn't too far a walk, although it wasn't paved. It was uneven surface. Even where it was paved, it was like slate tiles that were completely uneven and a total tripping hazard. I don't know how on earth you could get an ADA pass on that, because no way, just no way. There's no way that the disabled can have the same experience as everyone else. Okay, so the big kicker though was when we got to the Skywalk and they stopped us and took everything from us. No cell phones, no GoPros, no car keys, no nothing. Like, they completely made sure that we had nothing could take a photo to go out on the Skywalk. Now, I was looking forward to having the toe picture of all toe pictures to hang on my wall. Nope. Took it all away from us, and that was so they could charge us to have their own photographers take photos of us. And at that point, this was just like, the whole thing was soiled. It was just, they just took advantage of people. And frankly, it was mostly international tourists. So, you know, they're playing off of, you've come all this way, you're going to pay the money. you know, one way or the other. And I feel like a sucker because I paid the money, even though I've seen the Grand Canyon. I don't know. I love being able to support the tribe, but that just felt like the worst tourist trap ever. It just nickel and dime or 5 and 10 you. So, would I recommend you do this? No way. Stay on the road. Go to the national parks. We pay for that, and you could see it for free. Waffles, are you going to drive? Waiting and watching for the time change. Going over state line. Will it automatically do it? CarPlay. States in one day. Yes, we did. And went to the Grand Canyon. Started in Vegas, went through Arizona, and now we're crossing into New Mexico. I think the clock has stopped. I think it's broke. Oh! Just went to 8:32.
So nicely there. Obviously, we're going to have to edit this out a little bit.
Honestly.
Nobody wants to watch an anticipation like this with us.
3 minutes and 12 seconds later.
Here we go. New Mexico welcomes you. And you're going to miss the clock. Let's see. Is it going to happen? This is very anticlimactic. The time zone has changed. Why hasn't my CarPlay?
Well, now it's just the principle. It needs to flip.
I know, this isn't entertaining television, folks. Sorry about this. Well, hey, we're going to close down today's video of leaving Las Vegas.
3 states, baby.
Yeah.
Woo!
So, thank you for watching. We obviously had a little bit of a rant about the Grand Canyon Skywalk. The other thing we did that we're not going to do on future trips is we really pushed the hours in the car. We didn't get into New Mexico till 10 o'clock at night.
Well, that's debatable.
With the time change, 9 o'clock at night was still a lot of hours.
It was too late.
It was too many hours.
Day. Never stopped for dinner. It was just, yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to continue our journey. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe and continue to follow us as we go on more of our journey. Yes, and thanks. Hey, be good to others. Bye-bye.